Hi, my name is Mary Newman, and I will be giving a speech today about why the US should forgive federal student loan debt. Imagine working hard to graduate college, gaining this amazing degree, believing that degree is going to open up doors to many new opportunities, only to find out it has actually shackled you to decades of payments that control every financial decision you end up making. That's the reality for more than 40 million Americans who collectively owe 1.6 trillion in student loan debt. This isn't just a personal burden, it is a national issue. Student debt affects everything from home ownership to the health of our economy. And today, I want to argue that the U.S. federal government should forgive federal student loan debt because doing so, it would stimulate economic growth, reduce racial and class inequality, and correct a deeply unfair system of financing higher education. First of all, forgiving student loan debt would give the U.S. economy a significant boost. When borrowers are no longer weighed down by monthly loan payments, they can spend more on homes, cars, and small businesses, fueling local economies. A 2023 study from the National Bureau of Economic Research found that borrowers who had their loans forgiven were likely to purchase homes and showed increase in consumer spending overall. According to the Roosevelt Institute, canceling student debt could lead to higher GDP growth and increased tax revenue over all the time. Logically, when people keep more of their income, they spend more. And that benefits everyone worldwide, not just those with debt. Forgiveness isn't just a cost here. Forgiveness is not just the cost. It's an investment in our economy. Also, student loan forgiveness would help close racial and class inequality gaps. Student debt doesn't affect everyone equally. According to the Federal Reserve, Black college graduates owe on average $25,000 more than white graduates. That is not just fair. And that is just for 4 years after finishing school. Just 4. People go for way longer. That is insane. A study published in Socius found that forgiving student debt would significantly narrow down the racial wealth gap. Debt also delays major milestones like buying a home, starting a family, or saving for retirement. Many borrowers are stuck making payments instead of building a future for themselves. Education is supposed to be a great equalizer, but right now, it's making inequality worse. Forgiving debt is a step towards fixing that. Lastly, I want to discuss that forgiving student loan debt would help correct a broken system that we have today. For decades, states have steadily cut public funding for higher education, forcing students to take on more loans. In the 1970s, most colleges were actually covered by public funds. Today, students should shoulder the majority of cost through loans. My personal experience, that is all that I do. But education benefits society as a whole. It produces skilled workers, innovation, and civic engagement. If society benefits, society should share the cost. Countries like Germany, Norway offer tuition-free college and have far lower debt levels and difficult rates. The US system places too much risk on individuals. Forgiveness should be a necessary first step in repairing this. Of course, critics have concerns. Some say forgiveness is unfair to taxpayers who didn't go to college. Agreed, but a stronger economy benefits everyone. More spending, more jobs, and far more growth. Others say it's too expensive, yet studies show that much of the cost would be offset by increased tax revenue and economic activity. And yes, some fear it may create moral hazards, but debt forgiveness can be paired with long-term reforms like tuition caps or free community college to ensure the problem doesn't repeat itself. Overall, forgiving federal student loans debt isn't just about helping borrowers. It's about making smart economic investment, promoting equality, and creating a fairer education system. It would boost the economy, close inequality gaps, and correct a broken structure that punishes people for pursuing education. A society that punishes its young people for seeing knowledge and seeking it is a society that holds itself back, but a society that invests in one that moves forward together. Thank y'all so much.